If you're watching this video or any of my content, definitely you are the type of person that is always looking to improve yourself. So do I. That's why I decided to share my psychological tips in order to improve yourself. And please stay tuned until the very end because those tips are getting better and better. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Stef, and if you need to erase any limiting beliefs and find the blueprint for the online business of your dreams, this is the place to be. Don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell below so you don't miss any of my new content. The first tip that I have for you is life planning, and not only talking about like have a vision for your life, have your 10, 5 or next year goals. I'm talking about to have a real strategy and implement it on a weekly and even daily basis. And I'm always trying to have like a digital system to even bring down or have some systems there, but I love to have a physical planner. And this has become so much fun for me that is now a hobby of mine. And I have 2 planners to show you right now. So in 2021, I'm using the Happy Planner in classic size, and it's a vertical, sorry, that's the monthly. This is a vertical layout weekly, and it's really working for me because basically on a glance, I can see what I'm doing for the week. And I have this section. In this section, basically, I have the top 3 priorities for the week and other goals that I need to achieve. And even I'm going to show you right now, but here I have a section in order to track my daily habits. But because I want to basically start tracking and using time blocking in a daily basis, that I haven't been really great with that, I decided to buy this Daily Do Erin Condren, and this is the first book because it's 2 books, and as you can see this cover, I love it. I love what it says, and I'm going to show you the layout. So we have the monthly, and then you can put some goals here for the month, and then that's the daily. You have here a place to plan and to time block your time. And then you have a to-do list that you can even add more checklists here if you need it. And so basically you can manage your time really effectively. And when you're trying to have a business, it's really important to do it. So I'm not only having like in a digital form my quarterly goals and everything like with my tasks and my projects, but I'm really focusing on what I need to do this week and what I need to do this day and try to track. Then on Sundays, I basically review what I have done on the week. And I'm going to start to make a score of the things that I have done. For example, talking about calendar content, talking about my calendar content, what I'm going to do is I already have a spreadsheet, my monthly layout with all the things that I need to do in a daily basis in order to be consistent on Instagram. And I put that on my weekly layout, and I'm checking every time that I'm doing something. At the end of the week, on Sunday, I'm going to basically score myself and have a percentage. If I'm doing more than 85%, I will be okay because I cannot be perfect all the time. But if I'm struggling, I need to analyze what's going on in order to improve myself. Maybe it's something specific that I need to change. Maybe it's the time that I'm posting, or maybe it's just that the tool that I'm trying to use is not working for me and I need to tweak something in order to make it work for me. The next tip that I have for you is related to the previous one, the life planning. And this tip basically is that you need to review the progress that you have done toward your goals. Not only weekly, as I said previously, but I do this as well monthly, quarterly, and even annually. Because sometimes you have a goal and you pick a strategy that you think that is going to work really well, and for some reason it's not working. So you need to be able to basically try to be objective about that, not take it personal, and maybe you need to pick another strategy in order to try to reach your goal. Because as I always say, the goal should be always the same even, well, mostly. But you can change your strategy, definitely. So you need to be able to adapt yourself in order to reach that goal. So if you're tracking your progress, and maybe after a couple of months trying a strategy, you realize that that's not working, you will be able to adapt and pivot that strategy and try a new one in order to reach your goal. So it's really key and important to track everything that you're doing and realize when it's working and when it's not. The third tip that I have for you, and this one I recently shared on my Instagram, so if you're looking for extra advice from me, don't hesitate to go there and follow me, because I'm always trying to add extra value there. So coming back to the tip, and this tip I learned from Tony Robbins in one of his courses, basically is that you need to try to attach a feeling to your goals. What I mean with this is basically when you have a goal, in my case to have an online coaching business, is to attach a feeling, not only thinking about if you reach your goal and you have a happy ending and everything is going to be perfect and you are going to have a feeling of fulfillment and happiness and that everything is great, but you need to, unfortunately, to think about what happened if I don't achieve my goal. And I know that it's really hard to think about that, but it's something that sometimes we are more motivated with try to avoid the pain more than to try to gain the pleasure, and that's why he is always basically advising to have those feelings, the positive one and the negative ones. So in my experience, I'm always more willing to work hard and do whatever I can and even be really committed to my goals when I'm trying to avoid the pain more than going towards the pleasure. So that's why I'm using this tip, and I can tell you that it's really, really helpful. So just grab pen and paper, and in the moment that you have a goal, try to visualize what happened if I achieve this goal and what happened if I don't do it. And in the moment that you have a bad day, read that list, and it's going to really push you through everything. The next tip that I have for you is so obvious that I decided not to put it in the beginning, because you were going to say, Steph, this is so obvious, but I need to include it. And it's basically that you need to nurture your mind. And I do that through books, audiobooks, and hello, YouTube University, because basically that's the reason why I decided to share my knowledge here on YouTube, because you just need to go to the search and type what you need to learn or any skills that you're trying to improve, and you're going to find some video for you that is going to help you. And if not in YouTube, maybe you can go to a platform like Skillshare. They have lots of courses. By the way, this is not promoted at all, but Skillshare, if you want to promote me, just let me know and we can talk about it. And by the way, you are allowed to use a couple hours of the time that is going to work for you just to read for fun. The next thing that you can do in order to improve yourself is going to sound a little bit cheesy, but trust me, it's based on science. And it's basically to have a positive self-talk. The National Science Foundation says that on average, every single person has 60,000 thoughts per day. Imagine 60,000 thoughts, and unfortunately 80% of them are negative. Can you imagine having like a friend here talking to you every single day saying you're not worthy, you don't deserve this, you are not smart enough, you're not tall enough, thin enough, whatever enough, blah 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 blah. You will punch him in the face. So what we can do, basically, in order to fight that, the only thing that you can do is to try to have positive affirmations and try to read them or say it to yourself every day. I know that you're going to feel really weird at the beginning. I'm still feeling weird, even I have done it for a couple of months now. But yeah, it's going to work because it's going to be installed on your subconscious mind, that positive thoughts, and it's going to fight your negative thoughts, and at some point your positive thoughts are going to basically win the battle. So yeah, even you feel weird, please keep doing it because at the end of the day it's going to make a big impact on your life. If in the previous tip I was saying to you that you need to fight your own negative thoughts, in this tip basically you need to fight or put some boundaries with the real people that is surrounding you that maybe is having a negative impact on your life. And I already speak about this in a few videos, especially I remember the self-care for entrepreneurs video. I'm going to link somewhere because it's really important to basically try to protect yourself and your energy, because it's really hard trying to go towards your dream life and having people surrounding you. They are naysayers, they are not helping you, and they are not having a positive impact. So make sure that you put those boundaries in place, and if you cannot basically stop having that relationship, you make sure that you are having the bare minimum relationship with that person, or try to prepare yourself when you are going to have a meeting with that person. Meaning that in the moment that you know that you are going to see that person, be aware that maybe that person is going to say something that you are going to feel that is negative, but maybe it's coming from a place of love. So just don't take it personal. Say yes, thank you very much for your advice, and move on with your life and do whatever you need to do for you. Let's talk about role models. And I'm constantly trying to search for new role models because I'm trying to improve myself. So I'm working already with a few really successful business coach, and I'm taking their courses, and I try to see their routines and their mindset, and I try to emulate as much as possible and try to absorb all the things that they are doing that I think that maybe and potentially can work and improve my life. But to be honest, the best role model that you can have is yourself. And let me explain this. Basically, try to visualize yourself in the future, in my case, as a successful business coach. What kind of routines I'm going to have? What kind of mindset? What kind of skills I will work in all the time to improve? What kind of things that I will feel that is non-negotiable for me in a day? And then try to implement that as much as possible right now. Because maybe in the future I'm going to have a 3-hour morning routine, but that's not possible, or it's not going to work for me right now at the stage of my business. So what I have done is basically to try to implement a morning routine, but something that is going to work for me. What I did is like a 30 minutes morning routine, including meditation, journaling, seeing my vision board, and read my affirmations. So it's only 30 minutes, and then I can go straight to work on my business. And so my mindset is going to be there. It's going to be a positive mindset, and it's going to set up for success my day. But I'm not going to spend 3 hours when I need to work in other things. The last tip that I have for you is basically to be accountable. And I have spoke about this already, but basically is to try to be accountable for yourself. And not only that, if you have an accountability partner, it's going to really help you, because you're going to feel an extra pressure, because you're going to have a meeting with a person and you're going to be, okay, I told you that I have these goals to do. I didn't do it, and you're not going to feel great about that. So I promise you, it's going to push you in order to work really hard, because at the end of the day, you don't want not only to disappoint yourself, but to disappoint the other person. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're already using some of those tips, or you're deciding to implement new ones, and if you want to share your results, please feel free to do it. And by the way, I'm creating new videos that I know that you're going to love it, so you know what you need to do. You need to subscribe to this channel and press the notification bell below so you don't miss anything, and give a big thumbs up. I hope that this video was of value to you. Please feel free to ask any questions in the comment section down below, and I will be more than happy to answer them in a future video. And I will give you a shout out just for submitting the question. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. ¿Te ha gustado lo de fry bla 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 bla?
Punch.
Punch! In the face.
Language, milady.
It's the truth.